So hi, welcome back again to my channel. So by the way, I'm Gutierrez Donald Day, and for today's video, I'm going to make again a summary video for chapter 2, which is summary 2.2. So entitled Network Operating System, Configure Network Operating System. So for me, every computer requires an operating system to functions, including computer-based network devices such as switches, routers, access points, and firewalls. So these networks devices use an operating system called a network operating systems. So a network operating system enables device hardware to function and provides an interface for users to interact. So in the CCNA course of study, students learn to configure both devices, connect to the network, and devices such as PCs and devices that connect networks together. So intermediary devices like routers and switches, learning to configure the Cisco Internet Network Operating System or Cisco IOS on the Cisco router. So and switches is a large part of the Cisco CCNA program of I study. So for more summary, let's watch this. So hi, I'm Victor Donald A, and for today's video, I'm going to make a chapter summary. So our chapter for today is entitled Configure Network of Operating System. So we have here a console, access methods, terminal emulation programs, primary command mode, and user exec mode. So in access methods, console, we have console, secure shell or SSH, telnet. So primary code mode is user exec mode, privilege exec mode, and global configuration mode. So in terminal emulations programs, we have PuTTY, TerraTrm, Secure CRT or OSX terminal. So user exec mode, we have this end with this arrow symbol. So it view only command basic, view only command. So basic monitoring commands useful for basic commands enter. So this arrow symbol here is a useful commands for basic commands, and it can view only command for basic monitoring commands. So next is we have privilege exec mode. So ends with a this hashtag symbol, allow access to all commands, useful for monitoring commands, configurations, and management commands, enable plus enter. So global configuration mode is end with config hashtag. So CLI config changes are made that affect the whole operation of a device configured terminal. So sub-config modes is line configuration mode, line console 0 to set a password on your configuration. So interface configuration mode is we have interface VLAN 1 and interface VLAN 105 to secure our passwords. The next is we have securing device access. So for privilege exec access, we have enable secret password in global configure mode. So by using this code, enable secret, it enables your password in global configuring mode. So it it shows the it encrypt the enable password in global config mode. So for user exec access, we have blind console 0 password and login. So by using the command line console 0, you can type a password and login and set it on your configuration mode. So in virtual terminal lines, we have switch config. hashtag line bty015. So it switched your configuration into line bty0.15, and you can also make a password here and login command. So configuration host name. So by typing your host name in, you can easily switch the config by hashtag hostname. So encrypt password, service password encryption. So just type the command service dash password and encryption, and by using banner messages, it's appear the banner message that you type in your configuration mode. So if the access is not same in password or login, the command prompt is message. So context iOS help features, we have context sensitive help, to access enter, and command syntax checker. So we have navigate between iOS commands, enable, disable, configure terminal, and exit. Enable, you can type a password, log in, and disable it, and make a configure terminal and just exit. So end or control Z to make a new terminal. Then hotkeys or shortcuts is conft for configure terminal, tab for viewing all the code that command that you type, backspace deleting, add the more prompt, enter key, spacebar, any key, break keys, control C, control Z, control shift 6, control A, and control R. So general syntax for a command is we have a command plus appropriate keyword plus argument. Boldface indicates commands and keywords. So italics argument for which users provide value. So the next we have IP address. IP address, we have a subnet mask of a address. So we have a private address and we have a public address. In private address, it should start in 172 and 192 and also in 10. So in public, if it is not a 172, 192 and 10 in the start, so it's a public address. So we have a default gateway and virtual interface. In default gateway, you can input a command default gateway to have a, so that default, and virtual interface. So storing device configuration will be start at config. It's it start your NVRAM. So running config, it's in RAM. So commands show start up config and copy running dash config, start up dash config, and reload to save the command that you input. So switch virtual interface configuration, we have switch config, hashtag interface VLAN, IP address, subnet mask, no shutdown, show IP interface brief, and other commands IP config. So to switch the virtual interface configuration, you should have do this command. So that's all for this video. I hope you understand and learn in this video. So that's all. Thank you. Let's watch this.